In the grand tapestry of history, the saga of the former British Southern Cameroon, also known as Ambazonia, weaves a compelling tale of a people's relentless pursuit of self-determination. This region, laden with rich culture and heritage, carries the legacy of a British Trust territory. While the roots run deep, the unique cultural identity is threatened and shaped by the relentless waves' history. As centuries passed, the region held steadfast to its distinctive heritage, resisting the onslaught of change. Yet the times were changing. The decolonization process, a global phenomenon, was knocking at their doorsteps. The winds of change, swift and powerful, led to a significant shift in the geopolitical landscape. The result was the birth of the federal experiment. It was an unexpected marriage, a union fostered out of convenience rather than a shared affinity. The British Southern Cameroon and the French East Cameroon were wedded together, forming a unique partnership. The winds of change brought forth by the decolonization process led to the creation of a federal experiment, a marriage of convenience between the British Southern Cameroon and French East Cameroon. The federal experiment pledged a utopian vision of unity, a harmonious coexistence of culturally distinct regions within a federal network. The promise of mutual respect and cherishing the cultural diversity within was the foundation of this grand experiment. However, as time passed, tensions began to rise. The political landscape, originally envisioned as a platform for open dialogue and cooperation, started to morph and mutate. The dream of unity was overshadowed by the creeping darkness of political greed and manipulation. The cultural integrity of the British Southern Cameroonians, once respected and celebrated, found itself under threat. Their autonomy was chipped away, piece by piece, by French Cameroon's annexation policies. This relentless erosion of their cultural identity was a slow and painful process. It was like watching their history and heritage crumble away day after day. The once vibrant tapestry of their life became a faded shadow of its past glory. This sparked a simmering resentment among the people. The simmering embers of discontent burst into flames with the declaration of war against the British West Cameroonians, a flagrant, unpardonable transgression of long-held federal principles and mutual respect. This act of aggression ignited a volcanic outrage that was brewing silently for ages, thus further amplifying the already strained relations between the two nations. It was an audacious move, one that painted a vivid picture of the growing disregard for the territorial integrity, culture, and values of the British Southern Cameroonians. It was a watershed moment, a blatant display of power politics that did not sit well with the peace-loving people of the region. Caught in the throes of such daunting oppression and the looming, shadowy specter of cultural assimilation, a potent and unyielding spirit of resistance emerged among the Cameroonian populace. It awakened in them a fierce determination to fight, to uphold their cultural heritage and territorial integrity. They refused to be mere spectators in this oppressive dance of power. They refused to let their identity be undermined by the lust for dominance. They refused to let their voice be drowned in the noise of political maneuvering. And so, in the face of such brazen audacity and unabashed coercion, the people of British Southern Cameroon made a resolute choice. A choice that echoed through the corridors of power and reverberated across the nations. They chose to steer their own course towards independence, self-governance, and autonomy. A choice that bespoke of their indomitable spirit and unwavering resolve. This quest for independence transcends political aspirations. It is a concept that is anchored not just in the realm of politics, but also in the broader discourse of human rights. This quest is a manifestation of a basic human longing, rooted deeply in the ideals of self-determination and sovereignty. It is a longing born from the desire to exercise control over one's destiny and shape the future in a manner consistent with one's vision and values. It is the bedrock of democratic governance and the driving force behind the popular movements for national emancipation and self-rule throughout history. Specifically, for the people of British Southern Cameroon, this quest is a relentless pursuit, fueled by their resolve to protect their unique identity, culture, and dignity. It is a struggle against the encroachment upon their land, their resources, and their way of life by external forces. And so, the people of British Southern Cameroon must relentlessly strive for their independence, spurred on by the need to safeguard their identity, culture, and dignity against external intrusion. In this struggle for freedom, the leader of the former British Southern Cameroon, Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, stands as a beacon of hope. He emerged from the heart of Africa, carrying the aspirations of a people longing for liberation. As a highly acclaimed scholar and a respected revolutionary, Dr. Ayaba has put forward a robust and effective strategy for breaking free from the chains of colonialism. His strategic blueprint, marked by economic sabotage and making the territory ungovernable and costly for the occupier, has engendered a renewed sense of hope in the populace. This strategy involves disrupting the life-giving economic channels of the occupier, creating an environment that is impossible to govern as well as self-defense. It is a bold and daring move, sending a clear message of defiance to the colonial forces. Simultaneously, his approach is also empowering the people of Ambazonia. Through these acts of disruption, they are not just resisting the occupation, but actively asserting their resilience and agency. The spirit of resistance is alive, and the flame of hope continues to burn bright. By disrupting economic lifelines and making governance untenable, they are asserting their resilience and agency. However, the road to freedom is littered with trials and tribulations. This journey, this tumultuous expedition towards autonomy, is not for the faint-hearted. It's an uphill battle, a strenuous trek that necessitates an unshakable resolve, a dogged determination that does not waver even when confronted with the most daunting challenges. The struggle, daunting as it may be, might amplify in intensity, escalating to a crescendo before the first light of liberation permeates the horizon. It's paramount that the people of the former British Southern Cameroon gird themselves for the inevitable hardships that lie ahead. They must be prepared for the steep climb that is the journey towards independence, a path that is often strewn with a multitude of sacrifices and insurmountable challenges. The road ahead may be treacherous, but they must remember that every step taken is a step closer towards their ultimate goal, freedom. The path to freedom is indeed paved with sacrifices, but the destination, the sweet taste of freedom, is worth every ounce of effort. In this crucible of adversity, the spirit of the British Southern Cameroonians will endure, fortified by their unyielding will and firm resolve to reclaim their rightful place in the world. This spirit, anchored by centuries of rich history and culture, is fueled by an innate desire for self-determination and autonomy. The journey has not been easy. They have faced trials and tribulations that would have broken weaker spirits, but they march on. They march on despite the uncertainties clouding the horizon and daunting obstacles which stand in their path. They march on, driven by the relentless pursuit of their aspirations. Their strength is drawn from the deep roots of their identity, their love for their land, and the aspiration for a better future. The oppression they face is but a hurdle that strengthens their resolve. Within their hearts, the flame of freedom persists, a beacon, illuminating even the darkest corners of despair. This flame acts as a compass, guiding them toward a future where they govern their destiny and thrive as a sovereign nation. So delve deeper into the extraordinary history of the former British Southern Cameroon. Immerse yourself into a journey that spans centuries, a journey of a people marked by resilience and courage. You'll be taken through their trials and tribulations, their hopes and dreams, their fight for independence that has shaped their identity. Discover the leaders who stood at the forefront of this struggle, people with iron wills who refuse to bow to oppression. Understand the unique socio-political dynamics that have influenced the course of their history, the role of international politics, and the ripple effects of colonization that are felt even today. Marvel at their rich cultural heritage has been preserved through generations. Learn about their customs and traditions, their music and dance, the stories that have been passed down through oral history. Let your imagination take flight as you walk through the cities and villages, experiencing their life through the pages. Engage your senses, let the narrative consume you, and you will find yourself empathizing with their plight, admiring their resistance, and appreciating their perseverance. Learn more about their struggle for independence, not just through the lens of historians, but through the voices of the people themselves. Ignite your curiosity, and you'll find that every page of their history is a testament to their indomitable spirit and unyielding determination. Please like and share our videos. Subscribe as this helps us to bring you more videos. Bye for now.